Hi everyone, and welcome to this quick video. I just got this course back from Udemy. This one took me a little bit longer than the actual Facebook course did, simply because I broke this down into smaller bite-sized chunks, and I had some quizzes and things like that. But this is another A to Z nuts and bolts course that's going to allow you to really be able to jump on board and you know, take your efforts to the next level. So this is about how to Pinterest. So folks, if you guys didn't take advantage of the Facebook training, this is it right here, the easy how to Facebook fan pages training. I did a free promotion over the weekend, and I put it in 2 different locations, and I got over 600 students knocking it out. So right now, in order to satisfy those students, I wanted to make sure that I give them my time. But if you're gonna have to pick that up, sorry, I'm no longer doing a free promotion, so if you missed it, sorry. But this course right here is about how to Pinterest. And folks, if Facebook is the king of social media traffic, Pinterest is the queen. Okay, and why is it that you need to pay attention to that, folks? A lot of businesses don't necessarily understand the power of Pinterest. And for me, I want to show you a guide that I did. And I'm going to show you some numbers. This is from something I put out there on JVZoo based on 2012's numbers. But what this is, what you're seeing here, as I started in April of 2012, no, actually March, what I did was I took a 15-minute spurt and I checked out Pinterest. If you know, at the time, to this time frame, Pinterest was only allowing by invitation only, and I've been on Pinterest for quite a long time. So what I did was I actually tested out this website that we know called Pinterest, and I did one 15-minute session, and this was the traffic. Because I wanted to do just, for purposes of when I, had the future intentions of actually doing a course. I did 15 minutes from 1 month to the next. This is what happened. So I said, that bumped up. And I did it on the very last day of March. Okay, very last day of March. So when I did that 15 minutes, and then this is what I got. So when I saw this actual traffic, then I said, okay, I tell you what, let me do 2 15-minute sessions, and this is what I got. I mean, and believe me, everything that I'm actually targeting in this course, how to Pinterest, I was using here on this guide. This is actual numbers from the back of this particular website. Then what I did was I put in, roughly about an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half, a couple 15-minute sessions, and look at the traffic. Look at this. It went over 1 million hits. Okay, almost 10,000 visits, number of unique visitors. So what I did was I said, and I'm almost positive, I'm not looking at my exact notes right now, but then what I did was I basically took and added another half an hour to what I did, and then what I did was I let that sit, because rather than ramping this up, I wanted to see, for, roughly 4.5 to 5 hours of my time here, this is how many hits I was getting. And I was using this as a test site. So what I did was I wanted to see if it was going to sustain. And look at this. It sustained. And I let it go for over 2 months. Over 2 months, folks. Then what I did was I jumped back in and I did another half an hour, and you're seeing exactly what I launched. And then when I actually launched this, you don't see the November and December numbers. I went, and mind you, this is something that I did. If I actually pulled those numbers from that, you would have saw 5 million and then almost 14 million because I actually ramped it up. I went through and I spent, a month, I was cognitively, doing this. I was like, okay, if I only invested, total at this point, like 6 hours, if you saw the next 2 months after that, the hits were off the charts. The number of visitors was into the hundreds of thousands. And then that by December, even though was about Halloween, that was, some numbers that you see there. But what are you going to learn in here? Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick overview of this. So what is the Pinterest social media network? If you're not using it, folks, I'm going to kind of break it down, what the demographic is, kind of what is it, and so on and so forth. And then I provide a quiz. This is something a little different than what I did with Facebook, because what I want to do is, and I'm going to go back and revise this after, go in and follow up with some of the students on, that have picked that up. And then how to sign in and navigate. Folks, for those of you who don't know how to navigate through, don't worry, it's a very, very simplistic platform. And then setting up a board and setting up, using and how to monetize. So what I did was, really what I did was I built a couple boards on here, a couple pins during this, just like I did for Facebook, just like this. I built out a whole fan page, and I did a couple examples, and I gave you a lot of unique stuff in there. And I did it. I tailored that learning the exact way. Again, I wanted to put out a course that I can relate to, that I like to learn. And for me, of all the courses I've bought and I've gone through and all the along the way, I tailored it to my learning style. So hopefully you guys get the knack for that. And then when I talk about trending topics, keywords, and photos, I mean, folks, because Pinterest is an image sharing based website, and again, the queen of social media traffic, realistically, right now, photos are the most shared uh, of anything online, whether it be videos, whether it be quotes, whether it be whatever. Photos are it. I mean, so if you're not using Pinterest, then obviously you're missing out a ton. Then there's board creation. Then there's image and memes and videos, and a lot of people don't realize that on Pinterest you can actually upload your videos as well. Really, really useful resource. Then like, repin, and comment. We actually got a strategy that we use, and I share that in some of the videos, but on some of this, because I only charge $47, I didn't want to give away every single secret that I have, but I pretty much give you 99.8% in here. There's a 0.2 in there of something that I actually I kept for myself, because I can't give away every single strategy for $47. Then how to get more followers, and then folks, all those sites, I don't even want to show you those. I mean, but what these are, folks, are places that I can tell you right now, if you're using Pinterest, you want to know where to get the followers. You want to know how to follow up with people that are like-minded, just like you are. And in that popular resources guide, right down all these popular other useful resources, folks, I'm going to tell you right now, what I've uncovered in there. I actually have specific softwares that goes and checks out on Pinterest for me, that I actually paid for a couple years ago. And those resources eliminate the use of having to need that software. That's how ninja those resources. So where I didn't give you that 0.2% on my strategy, I over delivered on the resources, just like I did on that Facebook course. And again, folks, you're seeing with these numbers. This is based on 2002 numbers. You haven't seen 2013. I actually shut because I drove so much traffic in to this website using just Pinterest. I didn't do anything else. I didn't do any SEO based stuff. I didn't do anything like that. I didn't do any videos. I didn't do anything like that. Only thing that I used. Excuse me again. Was Pinterest. And folks, that number right there, these numbers right here should be impressive enough to you right there. I mean, they should be. But mind you, that's probably total 6.5 to maybe 7 hours of work total over a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 month period. 7 hours total for a test. Amazing. And folks, believe me, if you saw the numbers, because I launched this in October, but if you saw the numbers after that, far and away, double to quadruple and 5 times these numbers that I did. In December, I went over the 10 million mark, 10 million hits mark, and I went over the 100,000 visits and the 100,000 unique visits just from using Pinterest. Okay, so folks, everything that I did that's in this course right here, and again, it's an ugly sales page that I put together few years ago, and I keep it this way because I wanted to do it for this demonstration purposes, because I'm going to actually revamp this course based around what I teach in here. And if you see, I'm noticing it's only 47 bucks. Just imagine everything that I've put in this Udemy course, I'm going to put in this actual and bump this up to 67, because everything I use in here is really, really stealth technology. So you can actually pick all this up, because when I launch it in here, I'm actually going to charge 67, and I'm going to have two one-time offers that go with this. That's going to be monetized, whereas you pick it here through Udemy, you can get it all for 47 bucks. So hopefully you guys found this useful. If you're using Pinterest, believe me, I've uncovered every single nook and cranny. That 0.2% that I didn't share with you in this course, really, it's just my specific strategy that I use on commenting, liking, and repinning. That's it. That's the only point too, and it's just something that I've actually tested and found, just how much Pinterest allows you to do and what not to do. And realistically, you'll find that out on your own. But I over deliver in here. 47 lectures. In here, I gave a ton of ninja resources, and it's nothing like you've ever seen before. For this price, I can assure you right now, you will not find a better deal, a better course that offers this many lectures at that price on the internet. That I do know for absolute certainty. Whereas I dropped the price on this Facebook fan pages training, I did that because there's a lot of Facebook courses out here. But I can assure you, what I uncover here on Pinterest, as I'm showing you here, I have years of experience on this network and this is a test site. This is just a test site. I've tested a lot of other theories in there, and this is why you got 40 some odd lectures. And for the price of that, you can't beat it. So, all right, guys. Hopefully you found this useful. What I'm going to do is when you get here, like, share, tweet, Google Plus this. Folks. I'm not sure that I'm going to do a free promotion on this. I might. Just depends on how much interest you guys give me on this video. But realistically, if you're using Pinterest, I will assure you this, and I'm going to make this statement. This is the best Pinterest course that you're going to get on the internet. I can assure you that. And all of the resources I provide for you, I can tell you this right here. Add a 0 or add a 5, 6, or 7 on the front of that 4 there, because that's what people are charging for this type of information, and they're not even providing all of it. That I do know, okay? That I do know. And just because of some of the masterminds I've been in, you can't beat it for this course. So it's 47 bucks. You take it or leave it. I hope you pick it up, and I hope you use it and use it in your business, folks. Take action. Start applying what you learn here and really crush it, all right? Thanks a lot, everyone, and I'll see you on the other side. If you have any questions, just contact me. Shoot me an email, but more than likely you're going to see this on Facebook, because I'm only doing this, again, hopefully you all understand this, that everybody that you're friends with me on Facebook, I'm actually doing these trainings, and I'm giving you exclusive access to these before anybody else in the world is getting access to this. So if you're not taking action on it, I'm sorry. I can only give you the information. It's just like as my grandfather used to tell me, you can always lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And in my case, I'm showing you numbers from 2012, and a lot of you right now, you could use those numbers right now. And believe me, what you're going to learn in here is going to take your efforts to a whole nother level using Pinterest. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Take it easy.